He was born poor, not just poor, dirt poor. A boy with nothing but two hands, a stubborn spirit, and a dream nobody believed in. A boy who fixed broken tools just to survive, who later fixed broken engines just to eat, and who eventually built one of the most powerful, world-changing car companies the planet has ever seen. This is the unbelievable story of how a poor boy rose from absolute poverty to create a global automotive empire that reshaped history. Today, when we look at billion-dollar car brands, sleek factories, futuristic models, global marketing, we forget that many of them had humble beginnings, but none as dramatic, gritty, and inspiring as the man we're covering today. This story isn't just about cars, it's about persistence, vision, failure, and the refusal to accept the life you were born into. In today's video, we'll uncover the childhood that forged his determination, his early failures, and the moments he almost gave up, how he engineered innovations far ahead of his time, the turning point that transformed him from a struggling mechanic into a legendary founder, and how his car giant conquered the world. This is the powerful journey of the poor boy who built a global car giant. 1. Born into hardship. Our story begins in a dusty, forgotten part of the countryside, where survival meant hard labor and dreams were luxuries no one could afford. His family owned almost nothing, no wealth, no land, no influence. What they did have was hunger, work, and the constant pressure to simply stay alive. As a child, he worked from sunrise to sunset, chores, farming, fixing, carrying, anything that helped his family get by. But hidden inside this daily grind was something special, a fascination with machines. He would stare at carts, pulleys, tools, anything mechanical. He wanted to know how they worked, why they moved, why things broke, and how to fix them. Most boys his age played. He learned to repair broken equipment. That skill would become his first weapon in life. 2. Discovering his talent. By his early teens, villagers were bringing him broken tools, bicycles, and even damaged engines. He repaired them all, not because he wanted money, but because he wanted to learn. He had no formal education in engineering, no books, no training, no mentor. Just curiosity, and the belief that anything broken could be fixed. One day he watched a traveling merchant drive through the village in a small motorized vehicle. Smoke poured out of the engine. Most people were fascinated by the machine, but he was fascinated by the malfunction. He asked the merchant if he could look at it. The merchant laughed, until the poor boy repaired it in under an hour. The merchant paid him. That was the first moment he realized his talent had value. 3. Moving to the city, driven by hunger. Not just for food, but for opportunity, he left his village and moved to the city. He had no money, no plan, no connections. He slept in workshops, ate scraps, worked every dirty job he could find, but he kept repairing engines, kept learning, kept improving. Eventually, he found work at a small repair shop. And there, surrounded by machines and grease and noise, he discovered something life-changing. He wasn't just good at fixing engines. He could build them. 4. His first big dream. By his early 20s, he had a crazy idea. Build a motorized vehicle that ordinary people could afford. Not a luxury toy, not a machine for the rich. A car for the working class. People laughed. They said he was uneducated, too poor, too ambitious. But he didn't care. He started building anyway. He worked late at night, collecting scrap metal, broken parts, and discarded engines. Slowly, piece by piece, he assembled something that looked like a vehicle. It barely ran. It shook. It rattled. It overheated. But it moved. And to him, that was enough. 5. Failure. Again and again. His first model failed, so did his second, and his third. Each time, investors mocked him. Family members begged him to give up. People whispered that he was wasting his life, but he had nothing to lose and everything to prove. He studied every failure. He tested every component. He rebuilt, redesigned, re-engineered. Most people quit after one failure. He failed dozens of times, and every failure made him sharper. 6. The breakthrough. Finally, after years of trial and error, he built a prototype that worked flawlessly. It was simple, reliable, and affordable and efficient. A car not for the elite, but for the people. He presented it to potential backers, and for the first time ever, they were impressed. This was the moment that changed everything. Investors signed on. Factories were planned. Production began. The poor boy had just become the founder of a brand that would soon take the world by storm. 7. The first factory, chaos and determination. The first factory was small, noisy, and chaotic, but filled with passion. Workers were inexperienced. Machines broke often. Supplies ran out. Money was always low. But he led with relentless energy. He worked harder than everyone. 16 hours a day, fixing machines, training workers, improving design. He believed that quality wasn't optional. If one bolt was wrong, the entire product failed. His perfectionism became the company's foundation. 8. innovation that shocked the world. What made his cars special wasn't just their price, it was their innovation. He introduced highly efficient small engines, lightweight body designs, fuel-saving technology, manufacturing systems that reduced waste, precision engineering unheard of at the time. He believed that perfection didn't require wealth, only skill, and his innovation spread like wildfire across the industry. Soon, competitors tried copying him, but none could match the speed, quality, or affordability of his brand. 9. Expanding beyond borders. As demand grew in the home country, foreign markets began paying attention. They saw a rising brand making better cars at lower prices, and within just a few years, he achieved something no one thought possible. His company went from a small workshop to a global exporter, selling vehicles across continents. Dealerships opened in Europe, Asia, Africa. Factories expanded, workers multiplied, sales skyrocketed. The boy who once fixed broken tools for food had now built a multinational empire. 10. The crisis that nearly destroyed everything. But success always comes with challenges. A global economic downturn hit. Car sales plummeted. Factories faced bankruptcy. Banks refused to lend money. Suppliers backed out. Once again, he stood on the edge of losing everything. But instead of giving up, he made a bold decision. He restructured the company himself, cut unnecessary costs, redesigned manufacturing systems, introduced new budget-friendly models, focused on fuel efficiency and reliability. Within 2 years, the company not only survived, it came back stronger than ever. This crisis cemented his reputation as a visionary leader, becoming a global leader. After surviving the crisis, the company entered a new era. It became one of the world's most trusted brands, a symbol of durability and efficiency, a dominant force in automotive technology, a global competitor to the biggest Western and European giants. His business principles became legendary: build for the people, never compromise on quality, innovate constantly, listen to customers, treat workers like partners. These values transformed his company into one of the largest car manufacturers on earth. 12. The legacy of the poor boy. By the end of his life, he had gone from a child fixing tools in a poor village to the founder of one of the most influential car companies in history. He never became flashy, never showed off wealth, never forgot where he came from. He believed wealth wasn't about money, but about impact. His company provided millions of jobs, empowered low-income families with affordable cars, inspired generations of engineers, revolutionized global transport. His story proves one powerful truth: you don't need a wealthy background to change the world. You only need determination, courage, and the refusal to quit. The next time you see a car from this global automotive giant, remember this: it didn't come from a billionaire's mansion. It didn't come from privilege or connections. It came from a poor boy, a dream, and an unstoppable belief in himself. His journey is a reminder that greatness can come from anywhere, and that the world's biggest companies often begin with the smallest, most unlikely beginnings. If you enjoyed this inspiring deep dive and want more transformative success stories, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment which founder or brand you want covered next. Until then,